Labor news now, and it was just within hours of Air Canada employees walking off their jobs that the federal government got involved, saying it is ready to legislate an end to the strike already within 48 hours. The news comes as the airline pulled out all the stops today to try to minimize the impact on air travelers. As A News reporter Astrid Brownschmidt shows us now, the job action had little effect on air travel at Victoria International, although it did cause problems at Canada's other major airports.
Turbulent times at Canada's major airports. At Toronto's Pearson International today, travelers were greeted by hundreds of striking Air Canada workers picketing outside the terminal.
They did want to come here a little early, just in case.
3,800 customer service and sales staff walked off the job at midnight. They're protesting pension cuts to new employees. At YVR, a similar scene. But on day one, the strike has had little effect on Air Canada Jazz flights to and from Victoria.
We had a slight delay coming from Vancouver this morning, 17-minute delay on the 7:23 arrival, and we've had a couple of cancellations. And you know, it's going good in Victoria.
This morning, travelers were cautiously optimistic.
We expected larger lines.
It's okay with a thing like this. It's okay. No delay. Everything we finished very fast.
No, my plane's leaving, so I'm quite pleased.
With staff on strike, 1,700 managers and replacement workers are doing the work.
Our contingency plan seems to be working pretty well. Minimal delays, nothing out of the usual.
In Toronto this morning, there were some holdups. About 20 flights were delayed. Striking workers say operations are not as smooth as they appear.
The flights are being delayed inside of security once people are through. A lot of the flights have been canceled in preparation for this, but that's not showing on the passenger information boards.
Advice from the airport authority: travel as if you're traveling in bad weather. Expect some delays and figure out how to check yourself in. If Canada's Labour Minister has her way, you may not have to heed that message for long. During question period, Lisa Raitt said the government will table back to work legislation within 48 hours if striking workers and Air Canada fail to reach a deal.
We are concerned by the effect that this strike will have on our economic recovery, which is still fragile, and on Canadians in general.
Both sides say they are willing to negotiate, but they're far apart on the issues of pensions and wages. Now they have less than 48 hours before Ottawa enacts legislation ordering an end to the strike. In Victoria, Astrid Brownschmidt, A News.